We're soloing up Cory Wong's guitars. So last year I had the opportunity to produce a song called See As You See for a good friend of mine, an artist named Jason Gray. As you can hear when we get into the track here in just a minute, it has this funky, soulful kind of thing to it. So when we started going down the road on production and direction, Jason and I both felt like it was really important and would be smart to have those funky, soulful kind of guitars. At one point I casually mentioned to Jason, hey, who do you know that might be a good fit to do this? To which he replies, what about Cory Wong? I was like, well, that's obviously such a no-brainer. Cory would be awesome, but I don't know Cory. Do you know Cory? So Jason, in the most casual and nonchalant way ever, goes, yeah, you know what? Cory and I, we're both from Minneapolis. We go way back together. Let me send him a text. He'll totally do this. So a couple text messages later, we had Cory Wong playing on this song, See As You See. And honestly, I think the parts he came up with are so brilliant that I want to share them with you. So let's jump into the session and take a look at all the brilliant guitar things Cory Wong did in this song. So I want to start by giving you a preview of the verse chorus instrumental so you can get some context of what Cory did in this song. I'm not going to play the vocals just for content ID copyright strike purposes, but if you want to hear the full song with vocals, go check that out down in the description below. See As You See by Jason Gray. But here's a look at the verse chorus instrumental for context. So that's context for what's going on. To me, those guitar parts sound like they were always supposed to be in the song, like they were made to be there. It's perfect. They're brilliant. Speaks to some of the genius of Cory Wong. And as you can see from scanning the session here, all of these red tracks are Cory's guitar tracks. So from right here down to right there. And you see that I did very little chopping of these parts or muting or moving around. A lot of times when I get parts from guitar players in productions, especially remote, I'll do quite a bit of copy pasting, muting, flying stuff around. But honestly, what Cory gave me was so perfect, I just dropped it in. So one of the first things I want to draw your attention to in what Cory did, we'll start in context of the track again and then solo these up, is he actually gave me 3 different takes of the chorus. So they're all similar, but you can just kind of look here visually. So this is chorus 1, and especially pay attention to these tracks right here. There's a little less going on compared to over here in chorus 2. You can see the waveforms look different here compared to over there. A little bit more going on. Comparing that over here to chorus 3, the back half especially, there's a different part and more going on than there is in chorus 2 and chorus 1. And I think this is such a cool way to differentiate the choruses from each other. They feel cohesive. They feel like the same song, but as you're going to hear, what Cory did to differentiate them is brilliant. Let's start by playing chorus 1, then we'll jump to chorus 2, then we'll jump to chorus 3. Chorus 1. Has that kind of vibe to it. Compared to chorus 2, a little bit different, sounds like this. That riff is brilliant. It gets me every time. But then you compare that to chorus 3, which again is ever so slightly different even more. Chorus 3 sounds like this. Absolutely brilliant stuff, as you can hear. So let's start soloing these up and seeing what's going on under the hood. So the first thing Cory gives us that's really driving the verse is just this one guitar part right here. It's honestly synced up with the bass. Let me play just this guitar for you in solo. And then let me solo that with the bass. Yeah, I love how that's functioning almost like a bass part, but when you saw when I muted it there, it's like some attacky top end that is almost perceived like it's from the bass goes away. Absolutely tight and love what that's doing. He continues a similar kind of motif here over in the first chorus with these two tracks. It's this attacky, plucky kind of thing. Those two things sound like this. And then he also gives us this tasty little lick that actually complements an O part in Jason's vocal. That in isolation sounds like. So all of the chorus one guitar stuff in solo sounds like this. Now in solo, let's go compare that to chorus 2 and take a look under the hood at how he differentiates chorus 2 from chorus 1. Here's what's going on in chorus 2 soloed. I feel like when I hear that lick in the middle and the end of the chorus, that's like there's only one person in the world that can play that lick that way, and it's Cory Wong. It's so good. It's so signature to him. It also serves the song so well. As a fan of his, I get happy hearing that every time. It's just pure brilliance. And spoiler alert, he does some brilliant things in verse 2, which we're actually going to take a look at last in this video, but it's so good. There are more tasties coming from Cory here. As far as the parts he's playing in chorus 2, he does a similar thing on these tracks here as he does in chorus 1, but then also adds in this part, which sounds like this. And then the riff. It's so good. It's absolutely brilliant. I mean, what more can you really say than that? Chorus 3 starts out pretty similar to chorus 2, except there's a couple more tasty licks added that sound like this. And then after that, Cory gives us one new part on the back half of that final chorus just to help that lift into an even bigger place, which sounds like this. It's so good, it's so well executed, and it's so brilliant. If you're as big of a fan of what Cory did in this song as I am, drop me a comment down below, hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. So there's two other places in this song where Cory did some really tasty stuff that we haven't taken a look at, and those are verse 2 and the bridge. Let me play you verse 2, the instrumental in its full context, then we'll start breaking it down. So really, part-wise, it's the same thing as verse 1, that plucky guitar part that's really just following the bass, but then Cory does this super tasty lick right here over the course of these 4 tracks, this lick with a harmony that sounds like this. we're into chorus 2. The final place where he gives us some super tasty licks are over here in the bridge. Here's what that sounds like. And then he gives us that great ramp up into the final chorus. And really, that's it. So putting all those parts together in their full context, we'll start from the bridge and play through the end of the song. Here's what Cory Wong's brilliant guitar parts sound like in context one last time. So that's a wrap on this video, taking a look at Cory Wong's guitar parts on See As You See by artist Jason Gray. Once again, if you liked this video, hit that like button, drop me a comment down below, let me know what your favorite part of Cory's brilliant guitar parts were, and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. Thanks as always for watching, and we'll see you real soon.